Hi, welcome to all the Real Estate Investor magazine readers and also to our viewers out there. I'm standing out here in Milnerton, Cape Town with my mate Scott Picken. Scott, the engine of any business is sales, and I certainly believe, and I know I've got first-hand experience, you running a double your sales course. Why don't you tell us what this whole thing is all about?
Look, Neil, thank you very much, and I completely agree with you. You know, for me, sales, if you don't have sales in any business, you're dead. You know, and certainly with the global financial crisis as it is, it's pretty tough out there. And the problem with most of us is we're trying to use things that worked last year and we don't understand why they're not working this year. And really for me, I got to a situation where I was working hell of a hard, I was getting results, but I was at that kind of point of burnout and I just wasn't getting the financial results and the personal results I wanted in my life. I spent over 500,000 Rand and I flew overseas to Las Vegas and to Fiji. And I decided that it was no longer good enough to learn from the best just in South Africa, but I wanted to learn from the best globally. And I learned some phenomenal skills and strategies over there, came home, and in less than 2 years I've been able to literally turn my life completely around. Not that it was in a bad place at the time, but it's just fundamentally awesome. I mean, we live on the beach here. We've got Cape Town behind us, we've got Table Mountain as our backdrop, and we're watching a fantastic sunset. And you know, that's not to boast, that's just to say what's possible, you know. And really from my experience, it was so fantastic what I learned that we went over to those to the best in the world and we said, where are you sharing this stuff? And they sort of said America and England and Australia, and we actually said, well, what about Africa? And we got permission to bring back these skills and knowledge to South Africa and to Africa.
Okay. So what does somebody get now? Because I mean, the viewers are keen out there. It says double your sales. There's also a guarantee. So tell us, just give us a little quick synopsis of what do we actually get, because double your sales is a massive promise. Is it a guarantee?
Yeah, 100% guarantee. You come along on the workshop, if you don't think you'll double your sales within 12 months, you get a full money back guarantee in terms of where we are. And the reason we can do that is we're so confident because not only have I done it myself personally, but people around the world, including 60 of the Fortune 500 companies in America, have actually implemented these skills and strategies and doubled their sales.
Right.
You know, my logic is if you're the biggest developer in the world selling 70 homes a day and you can double your sales in 12 months, then you and I, the one-man band armies, the small SMEs, it also works for us in terms of what is possible. But to answer your question, we've got a double your sales workshop. It's a one-day workshop. It's literally, we do 4 things. The first thing is that we give you inspiration and motivation. The second one is that we give you leadership, leadership skills, leadership ability. The third one, and probably the nuts and bolts, is that we teach you 12 skills and strategies. If you learn those 12 skills and strategies, if you implement them, you will get the results that other successful people have got. And the fourth one is we give you a belief and we give you a plan as to how to implement it. Because you know, the problem is most of us learn the theory, but we never implement it. So it's all about having that action plan.
So it's a one-day event. Is it national? Do you want to maybe just tell a little bit about where it is, how long it takes? Or is there a follow-up program? Just give us a little bit more detail attached to that.
Fantastic. Look, it is a one-day event. It's a live event. It's where we can shake each other's hands, have some fun. You know, that's the biggest thing for me. Whenever you're having fun, you learn the most. So that's a one-day event. It's very much an introduction. But the problem with most training is that it all is hell of a nice and exciting and you're hugely pumped. But on Monday morning, you get back in the office and life hits you in the face and you don't actually get stuff done. So we've created a 15-week integration program where literally you go through all 12 skills each week in a much deeper level, and we've also got a coaching platform to help you implement and get the results in terms of where you are. We call it our 12-12-12 system. It's 12 skills that you learn on the first day. Then you have the 12 weeks of integration plus 3 bonuses, and then you double your sales within 12 months. That's the guarantee.
Well, that sounds quite well. How much are we talking about, Scott? For the one-day, well, it's the one-day event plus the 13-week integration.
Look, what I would suggest, go and click on the button just below us there. We've got some fantastic offerings. You know, Neil and I are passionate about this stuff. We're passionate about adding value to your life. And we've got some offerings there where you can actually come along for free. So you need to come along and check it out. But the bottom line is, Neil, you know, the value in this course is that it cost me personally over 500,000 Rand to fly overseas and to get the same knowledge. We now are offering it to you at an absolute fraction back here in South Africa.
Well, I think both of us are Tony Robbins fans, and I think we know it comes from the best in the world. So I think certainly I encourage you to click on the button to come and join us at this event. Really, it is something I've actually experienced it myself firsthand as well. And I think certainly from Scott and myself, we're like-minded. We also want to give back to the industry. And I think what a promise, Scott. I mean, there's...
No, 100%. And look, I mean, you know, for me, you've got no risk.
Yeah.
You know, the definition of insanity is to do the same thing and expect different results. You know, you did something in 2011, you did something in 2010. If you're not getting amazing results and you're not living the life you want, with both the freedom to spend time with your family and friends, then, you know, maybe you should learn some new skills and strategies. Absolutely. And the worst case scenario is, if it doesn't work for you, well, you've lost a bit of your time but none of your money.
Absolutely. Well, Scott, and I think, thank you very much, and I think it's a fantastic offer.
I've got to jump in though, hey?
Okay, right.
Well, you know, we did agree to give that free bonus.
Okay, what is it?
So if, again, there'll be 2 buttons below. One is more information where you can book for the course, and one of our team, you know, it'll be our president of First Impressions who will actually be helping you.
Right.
But if you're more interested in just getting some information right now, click on the other button, which is our free offer, and that is where Tony Robbins, who is a business billionaire, is actually going to interview Chet Holmes, who has doubled the sales in 60 of the Fortune 500 companies in the world. He's going to ask him on 4 ways to double your sales. Wow. So, I mean, literally, you can listen to an hour and a half, 2 of the greatest minds globally on how you can actually do it. And I personally listened to that in March 2009. I was at a wedding in Australia. It's a funny story, sitting in a hotel room, listening on little headphones. And it was that interview that changed my life, because I made a decision. I'm going to go overseas, I'm going to learn from these guys, and I'm going to integrate these into my life, and that's what the rest sort of took care of itself.
And now you're bringing it right here to South Africa.
Well, with our magnificent view, our magnificent weather, and fantastic people, I believe they deserve the opportunity to learn what the greatest people globally are doing. And you know, Tony Robbins always says the easiest way to success is to model successful people. Why be difficult? Why go and try and do it all yourself when you can go and find what successful people are doing globally, copy them, and you'll get the same results?
Scott, thank you very much. I think to you guys out there, for those of you who want to become successful, I suggest that you click below. Click below, first of all, to get the free video. And secondly, if you want to get on the course, I suggest you click now, because there is limited seats. It is around the country, Scott. We're doing all around. We're doing Cape Town, Johannesburg, and Durban.
Yep.
So we have got dates. Those dates
they're all below.
They're all in the booking below. So book now quickly. The seats are filling up fast. Thank you very much, Scott. And
look, to be honest, also to the people, if you're not in those major venues, get hold of us as well. We can possibly make a plan for you in terms of a digital environment. There are pros and cons.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, most importantly, from our point of view, we want to meet you guys. We want to help you start the journey so that you too can have your life in terms of whatever it is you want in your life. It is possible. You can make it happen. And between Neale and ourselves, we're very excited about sharing these skills and strategies. What is possible for you in 2012?
Well, we look forward to seeing you soon, guys. So don't forget, click below to take action now.
Cheers.
Goodbye.